Right, that's what it looked like, man. Y'all put the work in Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? We put the work in, we put the money in the bank, and you cashed out today. Determination, pure grit. Everybody fight to their last play. Yeah. That's what it's about, man. And we punched our ticket.
Here it is. The Texans 2024 schedule is out. Rock and roll.
Texas!
What it do, H-Town, what it do? On today's show, we're going to be discussing the Houston Texans schedule release in 10 different ways, baby. And my, oh my, they have a tall mountain to climb. They have 6 standalone nationally televised games, as well as they will be playing 3 games in less than 11 days. And also they will be facing the Baltimore Ravens on Christmas Day, only streamed on Netflix, baby. Boom, the Houston Texans have made it. H-Town, get your listening ears ready, strap up your boots, and let's go.
Hey, Houston fans, I am so happy.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Are you ready? I was born for this. Look, every Sunday, I don't give a, whenever we play, I get that text. Are you ready?
Texas!
The pitch. And Altuve hits it in the air pretty deep to left. Carter is back at the wall, leaves, and it is gone! It's gone! How do you like that?
One game at a time.
Green still with it. Gets it back, lets it fly, and got it!
Win on two, win on two, 1-2.
H-Town, welcome back. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to spend a few minutes here on Everything H-Town Sports Debate Show. I'm your dreadhead host, Hot Topic TV, and like always, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit that notification bell so you can get the latest flames that your boy dropped on your Astros, Rockets, and Texans, baby. But on to the topic at hand. Let's cuss and discuss this Houston Texans schedule release and this Houston Texans schedule period, man. I mean, the Houston Texans dropped the video. This is a real quick intro. Your Texans dropped the video. A lot of teams drop their schedule release videos, and I don't know if it comes from the audio team or who does it, but a lot of people are complaining about that the video was kind of whack, man. A lot of other teams, the Chargers was top of the line. We kind of did something similar to what the Chiefs did, but I watched the video myself. They kind of crushed a little Viking action figure, and Nashville, they crushed a little guitar and a disco ball. It was kind of whack and it was kind of cheesy. But the Houston Texans have been doing everything right so far. I love this team. I love the uniforms. I love the off-season additions. I love the coaching staff. I love everything this organization has been doing as of late. But that video needs some work. That video was pretty trash. I could have did better than that on my cell phone. But on to the topic, baby. I just wanted to get that out the way. I still love you, Houston Texans organization. But on to this schedule, man. We're going to chop this schedule up, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. A lot of people are in fear. Oh, the Texans are going to only win this and the... Dude, we have a better roster than what we had last year. I know this schedule is a tall task and a tall glass of water, but when you have a top 5 quarterback like C.J. Stroud, you don't hear the Baltimore Raven fans like, oh, look at our schedule, we're going to lose. You don't hear Lamar Jackson like, oh, man, I'm scared of these teams. You don't hear Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs fans like, oh, my God, this schedule is hard. We're not going to.
Put some respect on our name.
Man, no. C.J. Stroud is a killer, just like the rest of those top quarterbacks in the AFC conference, man. And dude, we ready, man. We brought in a Daniil Hunter, man. We have Will Anderson Jr. going into year 2. We brought in the Alzee Shire, man. We brought in all these pieces, the Danico Autries, man. We brought in these guys for a reason to be more competitive. We upgraded the front 7. We upgraded the wide receiver room with Stephon Diggs, man. We upgraded the running back room. We brought in a Joe Mixon, man. We brought in a Gerard Jordan, man. Like, we brought in people to upgrade these positions. In year 2, I believe Dameon Pierce should be better. And if he can come out and be the battling ram that we need him to do, and what he did in year 1, we could have a squad. We could have a formidable run game. Dude, I do not fear anybody on this schedule, man. The Houston Texans are just as good and have a roster just as good as anyone on this schedule that's on paper. I know they have to get on the field and they all have to prove it. Everybody have to prove it. Barring injuries, anything, full health roster right now, the Houston Texans roster can match up with anybody in the NFL. So I don't have no fear. Plus the confidence in having a leader like C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud is that dog, and C.J. Stroud know what it is, man. He told him, like, he told, I forgot to call about Cowboys, Cowboys linebacker, man. But C.J. Stroud, like, I'm a killer too, you know. So we there, man. We have a leader and we have a guy who can help us out, man. You know what I'm saying? That's going to lead this team. We brought in a veteran player and like one of the top receivers in the last few years in Stephon Diggs. And he's been out here working. I mean, this dude is putting in work in the offseason. I mean, D'Amico is going to have his team ready to go each and every Sunday, Monday, Thursday, whenever we play, because that's what we came to talk about, baby. The Houston Texans have 6 standalone primetime games, baby. That's old school. I know, y'all excuse me for that. But yeah, man, dude, this is an exciting moment. This is an exciting day. This is an exciting year for the Houston Texans and for Houston Texans fans, man. I know the fans that's been fans as I am since day one, and they've been through the rigors and they've been through the struggles in the last few seasons, and we pretty much been putting brown bags on our head. We really couldn't rep our team. Everybody would talk and laugh about us being Houston Texans fans, but now we can laugh back in their face and say, nah, nanny, boo-boo. You know, that's the little kid stuff, man. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words would never hurt my Texans. I'm just messing with y'all, baby. But that's how I've been feeling, man. But now this organization seems to be getting it together and seems to have adults in the upper office, man. Now they have Cal McNair, who's the actual now owner, and his wife Hannah McNair. And I'm loving everything that they are putting in place. I'm loving what Nick Caserio is doing. I'm loving what head coach D'Amico Ryans. I'm loving what this organization has been doing as a whole. And it's exciting, man. But on to the schedule, man. We're going to go to week 1, which I believe this is a game that everybody might be sleeping on except for Houston Texans fans. The Indianapolis Colts is a formidable opponent, and I believe this is a team we cannot sleep on. In our history, the Colts has pretty much been our rival. I know we don't like the Titans because they're the old Oilers, but we haven't done too much winning against the Indianapolis Colts at all. And I believe Shane Steichen is a good head coach. He got hired in the same cycle as D'Amico Ryans. It was a great battle last year. In week 18, it went down to a drop pass by a running back, man, to get either team in the playoffs. So, man, this is a battle. This is a battle, and it's going to continue to be a battle. If AR-15 can be a semblance of a quarterback, if he can be halfway decent type of quarterback, then Anthony Richardson can take the Indianapolis Colts to another level, man. And this will be a battle for years to come with AR-15 and C.J. Stroud, man. And not to mention all the other quarterbacks that we have in this division are young as well, man. So this could be very, very nice. But this battle with the Indianapolis Colts, this one right here, you're going to have to bring your A game. You're going to have to bring your lunch pail. And we're going to have to go out here and put a whooping on these boys. So that game right there is week 1 versus the Indianapolis Colts. That right there be on CBS. That's a noon kickoff. So that right there, everybody needs to be there. I believe that game is going to be a whiteout game because it's a home game. No, it's a away game. So we're going to be in all white, I believe, in our all white unis. And everybody, if you're going out there, if you are traveling Texas, man, wear all white. cheer, man. Hey, let's white out their stadium, man. But yeah, that's week 1 game against the Indianapolis Colts. Week 2, I'm loving this, man. You bring in the number 1 overall draft pick and the quarterback of this year, Caleb Williams, versus the number 2 overall quarterback in last year's draft, CJ Stroud, which he should have went number 1 overall himself. But this is going to be a nice battle. I mean, I know. The Bears have been, an organization that's been in, I don't know. They haven't been able to pick the right quarterback, pick the right players. They haven't been able to do anything right in years. But I believe they're on the right track right now. They got a nice receiving core. They brought in Keenan Allen in the offseason. They drafted the wide receiver out of Washington. They traded for, I think it was DJ Moore from the Carolina Panthers, man. They have some weapons. They brought in Swift, the running back. They brought in some weapons. Also defensively, they're not going to be a pushover, man. The Bears are going to be a formidable opponent as well. And it's going to be a primetime game at 7:20, man, on NBC. That's going to be a primetime, baby, and I'm loving it. It's going to be on Sunday night, 7:20, NBC. We're gonna have, I guess, number 1 overall quarterback versus number 2 overall quarterback. Last year's Rookie of the Year of this year's possible Rookie of the Year. That's going to be a nice matchup. I can't wait to see that. H-Town, you let me know what you think about that. Week 3, baby. We're moving on to week 3. We're going to go through this schedule kind of quick. Week 3 is going to be against the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings let Kirk Cousins leave. I believe they drafted J.J. McCarthy. So that's another rookie quarterback that we'll be facing in back-to-back weeks. I'm not really sure if J.J. McCarthy is going to be the starter, but he possibly could be the starter in week 3. That is a noon kickoff on Sunday as well. I'm looking forward to that because DeMeco Ryans he's done pretty well against rookie quarterbacks. He knows how to scheme in disguise and make a rookie quarterback make mistakes. And J.J. McCarthy, I'm just in the wait and see mode with what type of NFL quarterback he'll be, because really he was just like a game manager when he was at Michigan. So I'm in wait and see mode with him, but that should be a W. So out of the first 3 games, I believe we can beat the Colts. That's going to be a W. The Bears is going to be a W, and the Vikings is going to be a W. So right now I have the Houston Texans at 3-0. You can call me what you want to call me, but I have them at 3-0, baby. Okay, week 4 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. That is a Sunday game and a noon kickoff as well. We playing our division rival, the Jacksonville Jaguars. That game usually is a physical game, but over the years, the Houston Texans have pretty much owned the Jacksonville Jaguars. So why check that as a W as well? So right now, the Houston Texans is 4-0. Do I sound crazy? Or do I sound crazy? You guys let me know if you agree. But because I believe the Colts game could be a coin flip, but the Houston Texans want to go in there and show the world that we are a better football team, man, that we're prepared for prime time, that we're the team that was in the divisional round and could have went to the AFC Championship. But right now I have us being 4-0. I have us winning the Colts game. I have us winning the Bears game because we're going against a rookie quarterback. Then the next week against the Vikings, I have us winning week 3 against the Vikings, another rookie quarterback. And then week 4 against Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars. We have owned them and been their daddy. I know they better, but I don't know. We own them, guys, but I can't see Jacksonville just coming in and dominating us. It happened maybe, I think, once last year. We got caught off guard. But for the most part, we have owned them through the years. Week 5, the Buffalo Bills. This right here is going to be a H-Town game. We're going to wear our alternate uniforms, the H-Town, repping H-Town, the alternate blue with the baby blue, the H-Town blue. This is going to be a game where we out there looking spiffy, baby, looking clean. Hey, we going to be out there for the world to see, baby. We looking spiffy. And it is also my boy Stephon Diggs' revenge game. Stephon Diggs want to go out here and show and prove to the world and prove to the Buffalo Bills that, hey, they need me, baby. They let me go. I was WR, excuse me. I was WR1, baby. I was the man in Buffalo. I made him. I made the QB. But yeah, that one right there is a coin flip. I'm going to say I give it to Buffalo on that one, man. I really don't want to give it to Buffalo. Nah, I can't give it to Buffalo. That's 5-0, baby. That's 5-0, baby. Stephon Diggs going to have about 150 on them boys. Then you got Tank Dell and Nico Collins. Man, oh, man, we got Joe Mixon going to rush for about a bill 10. Nah, that's a W. We 5-0, baby. We 5-0. I'm telling you, baby, I'm loving this. I'm loving this 5-0. All right, week 6. New England Patriots. The New England Patriots, baby. They got a new head coach in Gerard Mayo. They got a new quarterback in Drake May. He may be starting. He may not be starting. But I don't believe that the New England Patriots can compete with this version of the Houston Texans or last year's version as well. They cannot compete with this roster, barring any injuries. If we stay pretty much healthy, because we had a injury-riddled season last season, but if we can stay pretty much healthy, that's 6-0, baby. That's 6-0, baby. We 6-0 right there, man. I don't know what y'all talking about. You can call me a homer or whatever you want to call me, baby. But we 6-0, baby. That right there, week 6. Through week 6, we done won all 6 games. Like I said, the Indianapolis Colts can be a coin flip, as well as the Buffalo Bill game could be a coin flip. But Stephon Diggs gets his revenge, and he rubs it in the face of the Bills. And we 6-0, baby. Week 7, Green Bay Packers, man. This is a nice matchup. We're going to be in Lambeau. This is a noon kickoff. It's also going to be on CBS as well. But I like this game, but I believe if we go in Lambeau and we get caught slipping, we can lose against the Packers, baby. Because I like Jordan Love, and him and C.J. Stroud had a similar season last year. Both of these are young QBs on the rise. Lambeau is a hard place to play, so this is the first L that we got, man. God, I hate to even say a L for the Texans because we should go 18-0, baby, 17-0. But that's the first L. So now we at 6-1, baby. The Houston Texans are at 6-1. All right, now we go to week 8. We back against the Indianapolis Colts. It's a Sunday noon kickoff as well. Like I stated, all the things, this is a rival, and I like Shane Steichen. The Colts is a good team, so I'm going to say we split the season series. So that is another L. So now we lost 2 in a row, baby. I don't like it, but I have to be truthful with you guys. So now we sit at 6-2. So we got 6 wins, 2 losses. All right, week 9. Now we going, this is a primetime Thursday night game. We going against the New York Jets. We were embarrassed last year. That was the C.J. Stroud concussion. That's the Derek Stingley versus Sauce, man. That is the game. Robert Saleh against D'Amico Ryans. Master versus Sensei per se. That game right there is going down, man. And I'm going to say we get revenge on the Jets, baby. We got to get revenge on them. Aaron Rodgers, he may be hurt by week 9. Or one of the Houston Texans players, Daniil Hunter or Will Anderson Jr., can pop his old self and get him up out of there and make him retire. But I say we get a dub against the Jets in week 9. So now that takes us to 7-2, baby. We at 7-2 through 9 weeks. Haven't had a bye yet. Our body's banged up, but we still going hard to try to make this Super Bowl run. Week 10, another primetime game, back-to-back primetime games. That is a 7:20 kickoff, and that will be on NBC as well against the Detroit Lions. I like the Detroit Lions. I believe they come in here to our home stadium. I think I'm correct. Y'all make sure I'm correct, but I believe they come in here. I'm going to say right there, the Detroit Lions is a good team. I think that's going to be a good battle. I'm going to say we might take an L with that one. I will get in the L, give them the benefit of the doubt. I know we at home. We just beat the Jets. We riding that high. But Detroit come in and slide one, maybe 17-13, something like that. A tight game, baby. So they slide and take one. So now that moves us to 7-3, man. So now we 7-3 through 10 games, which is still a formidable and great record, baby. All right. Monday night, prime time at 7:15 against the Dallas freaking Cowgirls. I ain't gonna say boys, Cowgirls. We are getting a dub for sure. We going into Dallas. We going into the Arlington Cowboys Stadium and put a smack on them, put the smack down. Do you smell what the Texans is cooking? The Cowgirls take the L. That moves us up to 8-3, baby. 8-3 on prime time on a Monday night, baby. I'm loving it. But yeah, that moves the Houston Texans to an 8-3 record. And we looking good. We looking good, man. We looking good through 11 weeks. We sitting at 8-3. Dude, we need maybe 2 to 3 more games and we playoff bound, baby. But the AFC is tough. The next week, week 12, Tennessee Titans. Trash. Amy Adams stank. You know, the old Oilers. That's a dub, baby. We're going to smack them. They just putting a bunch of pieces together. They may be competitive. They have the old DeAndre Hopkins. They have a version of DeAndre Hopkins. They don't have the Houston Texans DeAndre Hopkins. So that's a smack around, baby. We're going to win that one as well. And that moves us to 9-3, baby. So the Texans sit at 9-3. Week 13 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. We smack them up again, man. They ain't ready. Trevor Lawrence probably hurt. He probably dealing with some ankle sprain or shoulder dislocation or something. We smack the Jacksonville Jaguars again in week 13. So that moves us up to 10-3, baby. The Houston Texans are now sitting at 10-3, baby. Call me a homer, what you want to call me. I'm a realist. This team is a formidable roster. This team is going to get after QBs. This team is going to have an offense that you're not going to be able to know which wide receiver you want to double team. Stephon Diggs. We could have possibly 2 to 3 1,000 yards wide receivers are close, man. Also, you got a Joe Mixon coming out the backfield, who's a great zone runner, downhill runner, can catch out the backfield. And then we have Dalton Schultz that's going to be wide open in the middle of the field a ton because you have these wide receivers. Who are you going to cover? Who are you going to stop? And then we just brought in the Cade Stover too. That guy has this thing with CJ. Him and CJ is just like salt and like pepper, man. They go together, baby. And they looked good when they was at Ohio State. So now he have another tight end that he can create a connection with as well. But I say we beat the Jacksonville Jaguars, like I said, in week 13. And now we sit at 10-3 through 13 weeks. Week 14. Woo! That was a long 13 weeks. We got to get our body together, baby. We got to put our body together. It's a bye week, finally. This is the longest bye week the Houston Texans have ever had. I haven't seen, this is pretty much at the end of the season, baby. This is before we make the home stretch to try to go to the playoffs. And now we have a task on our hands. And we have Mount Everest to try to climb, baby. After the bye week, we go into week 15 against the Miami Speed Racer Dolphins. And we go against the Miami Speed Racer Dolphins. That's a noon kickoff on CBS as well. But I'm going to kind of give it to the Dolphins. So now we sit at 10-4, baby. The Dolphins get the dub, and the Texans sit at 10-4, baby. Week 16 against the Kansas City Chiefs. Primetime game on a Saturday. Standalone game on NBC, baby. The Chiefs are the defending champs, possibly can be on their way to a 3-peat. It's going to be a close game. I say 27-24 Chiefs, man. The Chiefs got us, God darn it, but it was a good battle. Mahomes respect CJ. CJ respect Mahomes. It was a 27-23 victory, baby. And the Chiefs go on. So now we sit at 10-5. The Texans sit at 10-5. Man, bro, I say we lost 2 back-to-back games. D'Amico got to get these boys on track. D'Amico not having it. The Baltimore Ravens knocked us out the playoffs already. And this is on December 25th, baby, at 3:30, man. Prime time on Christmas, man. We get to open up the gifts, man. Eat a little Christmas dinner around noon and be ready for the Baltimore Ravens versus the Houston Texans. And I'm going to tell you like this. They have to come on short rest. They the ones have to get on the plane and fly out here to the H, baby. They the ones who going to have to get out their comfort zone. And the Houston Texans are going to smack the Baltimore Ravens. And I say it's going to be a defensive battle. So I say the Texans win 17-13, baby, against the Baltimore Ravens and get their revenge. So now that moves the Houston Texans to 11-5 through 17 weeks, baby. And week 18 against the Tennessee Titans, smackaroo. They not probably going to even be playing for anything. They're going to play hard. We may rest our guys because we already a playoff bound team at 11-5. But if D'Amico is playing for some type of home field advantage in the playoffs, we're going to play everybody. Let's assume we playing for a home field advantage in the playoffs. We playing everybody, and we smack the Tennessee Titans up 30-13, and we move to 12-5 on the regular season, baby. And that's the Houston Texans season right there. We moved to 12-5 out of 17 games, and that's what it looks like. Now, I already called it before the schedule. I even looked at the schedule. I said anywhere from 11-6 to 12-5. But when I look at the schedule and I realistically think, I know y'all might probably think I'm being a homer, but the Houston Texans have a good team, and Nick Caserio is a guy that seems to find pieces after cuts later on in the season, bringing guys in to make this roster that much better. But that's the schedule, man. That's the schedule release. We have 6 nationally televised primetime games after last year not even having any. And I believe our last Monday night game was in 2019, 5 years ago. But that's your Houston Texans schedule release. It's been real chopping it up with you, H-Town. I'm your dreadhead host, Hot Topic TV, and peace.
Texas!